All right, this is Clint from the Doorway too, hanging out with a couple of members of the band. I think the way you say it, at least in my poor English, is going to be Palmar De Troya. Is that
It's perfect.
close or? All right,
Very, very
nice.
close.
All right, nice. So I want to first of all have the two of you introduce yourself and what you do in the band.
Okay, I start. I am Lucia. I'm the singer and the keyboarder.
I'm Toto, and I'm the one of the guitarists.
Nice, thank you. So it's great to have you here. I'm glad that we can do this. I love your last two records, so that's the reason why I want to do this. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you. So I kind of want to talk about it. It's a real interesting mix of like noise rock, punk, alt rock, kind of all put together. Was this something that you always wanted to mix styles together? Because it's kind of an interesting mix. It doesn't sound like a whole lot of other people. The closest band I can say it sounds like to me is like Sonic Youth. Like it really kind of gives me that Sonic Youth kind of vibe. It gives me kind of like old Henry Rollins kind of vibes as well too. So like I said, if you can kind of talk about the different sounds that you mix together and how it became what it is.
Well, I think the most of the people of the band, we come from the 90s hardcore and post-hardcore and the punk and hardcore scene in Spain. And over these years, I think we at the first in Spain, in Andalusia, is very difficult to find in the past, in the 90s, to find this type of music. Practically impossible. Normally, we have to order the CDs to Madrid record shops or something like that. And I think that the people from the south, for this reason, we normally listen a lot of different music. I think in cities with more people like Madrid, like Barcelona, like Basque Country, the music things are more closed. I don't know if the word is closed, but the people of the hardcore scene, the people of the hip hop, or the people of the noise rock, or not. And in Andalusia, I think we normally don't have any music out of flamenco, and when we have shows of different styles of indie, pop, electronic music, hip hop, normally we go, all the people go because it's the shows that we have, and finally is all this music, I think, are or influence plus or past of hardcore and post-hardcore and this type of bands.
Sure.
Yeah, and I think all of us had a lot of influence of another kind of musics, different musics, like for example, or drum Jose, or drummer, is he plays jazz and Latin jazz like crazy person. It's amazing. And Willie, the bass player, he is in love with heavy metal, classic heavy metal, old school. And I don't know, it's a lot of influence of the different kinds of music in all of us.
Cool. No, awesome. Thank you so much. The next thing I'll kind of ask is, what bands do you think brought you all together? Like, are there a couple of bands that you guys feel like made you want to make this kind of music?
Well, I think for me, Jesus Lizard is one of them, obviously.
Awesome.
Another will be Sonic Youth, obviously, Fugazi, Shellac. I think we all have the same pillars of these bands, and I think that this band teach us is to experiment, to try to sound different to everybody, and have your own identity with energy, with sound, with power, but sound different, and have it. I think have an identity like a band is a very important thing. I normally don't like the bands that sounds very, very close to another classic bands. I don't know if I are saying it well.
No, you are. No, you are. I completely. I get it. Yeah, you don't want to sound like your idols. You don't ever want to sound like them. You want to incorporate elements of it. So, but Lucia, any bands that you think kind of all brought you together?
I don't know. I always thinking about Kim Gordon, for example. And it's a little bit like Toto said, because we don't really want to sound like nothing, like anyone. So I like hip hop, I like electronic music, and we always looking for something different, something funny for us, because we are always looking for funny in all the things we do.
Cool.
The lyrics, the music, is the spirit of the south of Spain. It's like that.
Very cool. No, awesome. So Toto, I kind of want to talk about the guitars for a second. And you kind of mentioned one of the bands that I kind of wanted to talk about, so that's funny. So when I hear the guitars on it, there's two different directions they go for me. So one is that Jesus Lizard noise rock side, like I can hear it all day long and it makes me smile. And then the other side of it is Husker Du. Like you have these harmonies and these melodies that remind me of like killer late 80s, early 90s kind of melodic hardcore. So
I have the look that I can play with my partner Salinas. Salinas is the other guy that play guitar in Palmar De Troya, and Salinas had in the past, at the first of the 2000s, he has a band that is called Maine, like the city of Canada, Maine. Okay. And they were a very important band of emo, screamo band in Spain. And are I think that the only band in Andalusia that play this kind of music, and we are very, very fan of them. When I was young, I are totally fan of Maine, and now I can play with the guitarist of Maine.
Nice.
For me, it is wonderful. And Salinas play incredible. He played the guitar very, very different than the normally players have. I think the Husker Du is his side.
Okay. You can hear it. Like there's this melodic, like hardcore kind of vibe that's going on.
A very Fugazi guy.
Yeah, you can hear that too. But I just like you could really hear the Husker Du. So no, I appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely. So Lucia, I kind of want to talk about your vocals for a second because they're really interesting to me. So they're kind of like spoken and sung at the same time. Like it's not something that you hear much. I'm going to go back to the Henry Rollins thing. And this is why I'm talking about Henry Rollins, because he does very much a similar thing in Black Flag and early Rollins band, where he'll scream sing a bit, and then he'll kind of whisper shout, and you do all this. Was that always the goal for these kind of songs? Because it fits so really well with the music that's going on.
Yeah, it's so natural for me because I like I said I say it later. I I want to have fun all the time with the vocals. So if I scream all the time, I bored so fast. So I try to change and try to explore another kind of types of kinds of singing or whatever. And my inspiration in in this case is and others vocalists, females, women like King Gordon or uh, a lot of them, but I always want to explore because I don't want to scream all the time, and I don't want to spoke all the time, but all these textures I think is very interesting in this kind of music.
Cool. No, thank you. I appreciate it. So 30 years ago, a band like this would have been on like Rep, or they would have been on Touch and Go Records. Like, I feel like Reptilian is taking the spirit of those labels and bringing the new bands of the noise rock or the more kind of avant-garde punk rock bands out there. How did you hook up with Reptilian, and how's the partnership been so far? So.
The relation with Reptilian is incredible. So for us, we are a band in Spain, in a little town of Spain, of Andalusia, of people that works a lot of hours all the days. That one day we put a song in Facebook. I think I remember.
Okay.
And Chris X from Reptilian, right? And hey guys, do you want to make a EP? Perfect. And in 2 weeks, they made a EP, and we are like, fuck, what? Is for us is wonderful, and as freak fans music. When we see in the same level of people that we listen for years, like Chad Piles or the bands from Chris Spencer from Insane, or the bands from the people from Heroin Shake. So for me, for Salinas, for Lucia, for Willie, it's like I don't know the word in English, cursi. I don't, is like ñoño, like I don't want to sound like that, but it's like a little drink is the class of things that we think that don't go down the people are in TikTok, in Spotify, and it's a very school that when a label take you, it's a very old school thing. No, for me, it's great for us. I think
Yeah, I remember at the beginning of this, we are a little bit suspicious about that because it's these things, like Toto said, doesn't happens in these times. So for Facebook,
and Chris is weird. Incredible, friendly, incredible, kindness. Is a lovely guy, and is very easy to work with Reptilian, and to work with them, and the bands that he gets are fucking incredible.
Yes,
I think is the thing that you say, that he have the spirit of Alternative Tentacles or Touch and Go or Short. Is this type of level that we need more than ever.
Oh no, I don't disagree. Go ahead, Lucia. What were you going to say?
Yeah, iba a decir que in Spain we having this kind of people. It's very difficult to find people like this in Spain. Like in Spain, the industry doesn't exist like that. Nobody goes to nobody for nothing. Never.
Okay.
So
yeah, I was gonna say, like, it. You were at the right place at the right time. I have kind of a similar story. I'm signed to a record label in the UK called Aesthetic Death, and I was in a band called As All Die, which is like a Marshall industrial band for years, and he loved it. And he messaged me and said, "Hey, do you want to make a record on my label?" And unfortunately, the band had broken up. And he goes, "Okay, well, what are you doing?" And I said, "I got this project. I'll send it over to you." And I sent it over to him, and literally within 2 days, he was like, "Let's put a record out." So, like, you know, I was just like, these things happen for the right people. You make very interesting music. I can tell you right now, like, yeah, it's a mixture of a lot of things that I'm 53, so I'm not a kid at all. Like, it makes me feel like going back to the record store or going to the club and seeing a band for the first time. Like, that's the kind of music like you guys make. It's like, it's fresh, it's different. It's not the same hardcore band. It's not the same punk rock band. Like, you know, you go see 15 bands and they all sound the same. Like, that's the reason why your 2 records have really impressed me. Cool. So on that, how would you say you differ live versus on record? Like, if I saw you play and I listen to these records, what's the major differences I would see?
Between the live and the record?
Yes.
We when we record, we normally don't do it nothing than we can do it before in the later in the live show. If we put some extras, it's because if we don't use in the live shows,
okay,
it's any problem. But normally we compose it all the songs in the rehearsal local that we have, and we normally know how we want the songs sounds in live. We play for live music, really. And when we record, we try to record our live music. Is the energy of this live music, the volume, the push, all these class of things.
Cool. Lucia, do you want to add anything?
All the songs are composed in a rehearsal room, like Toto said. So it's inevitable. The reason that the sounds like that is identical in the live.
Cool. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. So melody feels like it's a really important part of this band as well. I know there's noisy elements and there's heavy elements, but there's a lot of kind of hooks and grooves that catch you in as well. Was it really hard to add the melodic elements into the noisy kind of angry punk rock music and noise rock that you're making?
Esa es para ti.
Coño, no me he enterado.
No, de melodía, sí.
De melodía. Ok. Ok, de la melodía en las voces, ¿no?
We try to put melodies in all the songs. We try to all the songs sounds that you can dance the songs. You can.
Yep.
And there are angry and energy and with bad vibes if you want, but we try at the same time it will be to be fun, as Lucia said before. the melodies are very important, because I think we put the songs more easy to listen, but not in the bad way, as a plus.
It's like a connector. I think when I was composing the lyrics, I always thinking about how can I complete the song. How can I complete or give to the song another point, different sound or different texture or something like contrast. And this is how I feel the mission of the melody in the voice, for example, and the guitar have another mission. The mission of the guitar in songs like Perro Guía, por ejemplo, is like Toto said, like the bad feeling, dark feeling, or a heavy feeling. And the voice, I always think is have to put another texture in the.
Gotcha.
We try to mix disgusting melodies, very disgusting melodies, with another textures, with spoken voice, but all the time we are playing with all these things, and try to stay out of be disgusting all the time.
Gotcha. Yeah, you need a good mix.
Normally, I have a very hard life all the days to put another music disgusting all the time. I need a little bit of disgusting, but a little bit of good vibes.
That's what I was going to say. There's a good mix of catchy and angry at the same time, and like that's why it draws to me. Now, there is one song that I want to talk about in particular. Like, I play this song for everybody to say, like, if you like this song, listen to both these EPs. You're going to dig this band. And it Shakes and Hates. And the reason why I play that song is I feel like between the two EPs that I've got to listen to, it mixes all the elements of your band in that song. Like, there's so many different things going on. Can you kind of talk about that song a bit, how it came about, and what's your thoughts on it?
I don't know. When I write the lyrics, for example, I think in our lives, in the conversation in the rehearsal room, in the conversation between us in the road travels to go to play in any places, and the lyrics indeed isn't about something that we don't know inside the band. All of the band know what is about the lyrics in the each song, but it's a very open for ¿cómo se dice? Interpretar, understand.
Yes,
Claro,
interpretation.
You can understand the lyrics like whatever you want, because they are so open. But indeed, we're talking about something so special, but only us understand us. Like Perro Guía, por ejemplo, Guide Dog.
Gotcha. No, I appreciate it.
Normally, we have normally when we go to play to our rehearsal room, is a catharsis, because everybody come from works and everybody come very, very busy, very, very stressed. And the rehearsal for us is like a therapy, really. I think when we try to do more chill things,
Okay.
we can't do it because the energy which we come to the rehearsal bloom is is very stressed. Is
Mhm.
from our hard days.
Sure.
And normally we try to be very funny, and we are making jokes all the fucking time because we are crazy in this moment of all the things. And the lyrics and the names of the songs and this type of thing normally are about that.
Mhm.
But I think a lot of people can do another read of them and get another way, and it's the magic of Lucia.
Nice. So
A
you
lot
made
of
a big,
people talk about drugs.
yeah.
I had to say that because I'm so angry about that. A lot of people thinks about drugs. I thinks about I read lyrics about drugs, but it isn't. It isn't. It isn't. This is. It's not true. I talk about things that happens to us all the days, and we have laughed about surrealistic things that we live all the days. We talk about that in the rehearsal room. Eh, it's like that, and this is the beginning of a lot of songs.
Okay. No, awesome. So, but I think the reason why people have this drug connotation is because of what I was just going to talk about is the video, the method. Okay. And everybody thinks that you're a bunch of drug addicts because in the beginning of the goddamn video, there's drugs being, but that's not what the song is about in any way, shape, or form. No, I know that. Somebody with half about an ounce of intelligence will know that. But I wanted to kind of talk about that for a minute. Like, what has been the perception of this video? Because I've seen a lot of negative connotation, like a lot of negative talk about this video. But yet, if you watch it to the end, it has nothing to do with what's in the beginning of the video whatsoever. So can you kind of talk about that for me?
We are a totally do-it-yourself band, okay? From the beginning. Okay, from the beginning of our lives as musicians, okay? We are all the time in do-it-yourself life. Our life is do-it-yourself all the time. And normally, we have the look of, we have around a lot of people. Granada is a small city, but it's have a very big music scene, and a lot of university people, and we know a lot of people as musicians, photographers, illustrators. We know a very young people from electronic scene that are DJs, make stylish, stylish, and made short films. And these people said to us they would like to make the video, and for us was like, oh, okay, perfect. And we are very boomers, okay? We are very big boomers because we are very old people. And our think about the video clips are the old video clips of the MTV in the 90s. This is our thing about a video clip, okay? And at the first time when we see the video clip, was like we don't know what to think about the video
Right.
game. Okay.
And we give to them total freedom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Total
total freedom, total and this all the space that they have. We don't say anything about anything. You can do whatever you want. You can use all
from
the things
first
that you
minute.
want. Uh, they are so very young people and very creative and very um, active and so much energy, and we love that.
Yeah, and
So
with that, well, at the first we are like we don't know what to think about at
Right.
first, okay? But when we put online, we start to receive some comments from people. I work in a pub, and Salinas work in promo music industry, and Willie works in also in a bar, and people, oh yeah, the video is great, and all the young people, and we are what? And now we know that a very modern video, okay?
Yeah.
And
No, I appreciate it. Yeah.
it's very modern for us.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you. So I kind of want to ask the both of you, what does punk rock mean to you? Because it's such a watered down word these days. Like, you know, most punk rock is not punk rock these days. Most hardcore is not hardcore these days. It's like it's the TV 30-second version of what it is. But if I was to ask you, like, is there a band or a sound that makes punk rock to you?
I don't know. For me, punk rock is always has been freedom and a kind of sad hope, but hope in an angry hope maybe, but something like that. And I think all of this in this new wave of post punk or punk rock it had this taste of positivity, of hope, because it's all we need now. So a lot of band of post punk and punk rock in these days sound to me like that, like freedom, like hope, like angry, very angry, but hope at last. And I don't know. I think is this.
Cool. Toto, do you have any? You want to put anything to that?
Well, yes, I think it's more the way that you work with the band and with your life and with your partner, and I think is for me, punk rock give me values. I think our band, we obviously we are in the same way political, but we have our difference between inside our band at political very near political levels. Okay, but I think all of us, we are moving in the same way. As I say, we are playing for years, and we never work. It's not a work for us because Spain is absolutely impossible to work with a band like that. You probably you or Jose or drummer is professional. Is a professional drummer. He play with some big Spanish band or some covers band. It's work for him. Uh, but it's not the way that we want with the band. We never pay for a review or for something like that, and we can do it, and it's the people that do that is perfect. They can do it, but it's not the form that we like to work or to go with the band.
Cool. No, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So where do you see the band's sound going? Like the two records that I've heard, part 2 and 3, they have similar elements, but I'm going to just say, to my thoughts, the newer record has more of a melody than the first one that I heard. This one, yeah, there's angry moments, but you kind of mixed more styles on 3 for me than you did on 2. Where do you see the sound going? Are you putting more experimental in? Because Lucia, you play the keyboards, right? On this as well too, and I feel like you could hear the synths and the keyboards a lot more on this record than the first record as well too. Like they blend in very like it. They I guess the easiest way for me to say it is they add the layers of where the first one I heard was very sparse. This one has a much fuller sound. So where do you see the next batch of songs going?
I don't know, but I want to go more experimental, like always because we are like that all the time. So I don't know, maybe the next year we want to do something like electronic or something more I don't know. But I want to always go experimental and go to try things. I don't know. I think this is the way, because we all we are comfortable in doing the things like that.
I think if Trump don't die quickly, probably we are playing Greencore or something like that.
Maybe.
Fair enough. So what I'm going to do here is give you the last couple minutes to kind of talk about what's up with the band, if there's any tours, any shows you're doing, if there's any new music outside of the new record coming out. Like, tell us what you're doing for the next couple of months.
At first, we have some shows here in the next weeks, here in Granada and Malaga, are two cities. Well, Granada is where we are, and Malaga is a very nearest city in a very, very friendly and beautiful place that is CSA Las Vegas. It's a do-it-yourself place, very old school, very friendly people. And we play in Granada with an Argentinian band that is Fin del Mundo. Okay. It's a very good band of girls that play in the way of a slow dive or something like showgaze, post-rock, no? Something like that, no? Yeah. And we are thinking to, we have a great friends in Denver that are a band called No Coma. And we are talking about they want to come to Spain to play.
Okay.
We are thinking to play with them some dates here after summer. And also we are talking about to make a split with the two bands with 2 songs or something like that. And it will be great.
Maybe going on record again, because we have maybe we have a couple of things of we want to record, maybe, because I'm going to be mom again in October. So
congratulations.
Thank you.
No, cool. So all I want to say is thank you very much for doing this. Like, I love the last two records. I'm so glad. I don't do a ton of interviews, but your music kind of spoke to me. And I just want to be the first one to say there was no real language barrier. So please do not feel like that was bad at all. You guys did this very well. I appreciate it very much. I know it's not the easiest thing when it's not your native language to be able to do an interview like this, but it came out really well. I love the record. A lot of my friends are digging your new record as well too. And I just wanted to say, like, keep doing what you're doing. I can't wait for more. Just thank you for making music that inspires me and makes me want to do things. Like, that's it.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Hey, oh, you're very welcome. Outside of that, this is Clint from The Doorway 2, hanging out with two members of the band. And like I said, thank you for this. And you guys have a good night and a good week.
Thank you very much.
Thank you a lot.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
Bye.